Hey, what's up my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor and I help people navigate through their awakening process. And today I'm going to share with you 5 things you should know about the April Ascension energies here in 2018. There's an enormous potential to be free this month, to realize you've always been free because of your growing awareness and consciousness. You will have the opportunity to step out of the old, to peer out of the shadows, and to step into who you've always been and live your life accordingly. It's an amazing month and I'm very happy and excited to get into this video. Before I do, I just want to say, if you're new to my channel, I want to say welcome. It's great to have you here. I appreciate every single subscriber I have. And I have a free guided meditation that I created personally that will help with a lot of the different awakening circumstances, symptoms, etc. It's free. Again, it's in the description box below. Most of my videos, you can check it out if you'd like. Otherwise, I will see you all inside. Number 1 is going to seem kind of like a contradiction to everything I just said, and it's going to be kind of unrelated to the next 4 things, okay? But I do want to say it because it's something that I think needs to be said. So we can go through times during our awakening where the word I wrote down was blurry, where everything is uncertain. We question everything. We feel completely aimless in life and just have no idea who we are, where we're going. But what we do notice is there's something not right. Something inside of us is needs to shift. A lot of things in our life need to be modified, but we just don't know even where to begin. We don't even know what exactly maybe needs to shift. And it can just produce a very uncomfortable state of being, of just complete and utter aimlessness. Like we're just totally lost. And it's tough. Even if you try to pick up the pieces of your life from that state of being, you'll find no success. You'll find that it's just not the time to do anything, and you just want to kind of get on with the show, but you don't know how. It's common. It passes. And what I found that works for this thing, when you feel this way, in fact, I felt this way yesterday, in fact, which is why I chose to bring it up here. In the past, I would get kind of panicky and desperate, like something's got to give. And I would sort of seek with a frantic mentality of how can I help myself feel better? How can I change my life to alleviate this feeling? But what I do now is more like pamper myself. I took a day off of work, essentially. I had some phone calls, but I did a lot less than I normally would have. I went to cryotherapy, I did some yoga, I went to the sauna, met up with my friend, laid out in the sun. I just did a lot of little things, not to make it go away, but to make me more accepting of feeling kind of crummy. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do, I found, is just do things that will make you more present and less resistant, and that can make dramatically improve how you experience some of these cycles we go through. It's okay to go through this, yeah. A lot of us are feeling confused right now, but for good reason, because we've been kind of going through life unconsciously, and we're waking up to the fact of that, and there can be some time we need to process that. So anyways, if you feel that way, again, just try to ride it out. It doesn't usually last long if you can chill out and let go. And again, these next 4 things are far more positive and, again, quite different than what I just said, but I wanted to share that anyways. Number 2. It's a phenomenal, just a really good time to start new habits. I know a lot of us have been meaning to start habits. Many of us have probably tried several times. And when we're going through some of the stuff we've been going through earlier this year, it's just not easy. It's just not so much the theme of the cycle that we are going through. But now it is. Now it's time to really make these changes in your life, and you'll do it very easily. And what will happen is those habits, those new little routines that you can create for yourself, they have a ripple effect. I had this experience, I noticed it a lot when I was a trainer. People who came and started to exercise naturally would want to eat healthier. And then when you start feeling better because you're eating healthy and exercising, it compounds from there. And a lot of times what we want, what are maybe months ago you had some kind of initial intention. I want to do this. I want to have this new career. I spoke to someone earlier yesterday who wanted to do a TED Talk. These big goals we can have. And then what can happen is we go through this purge, this emotional catharsis, which is no fun, seems unrelated. And then absence of that, then it's time to start restructuring our life and implement these new habits. And that again can seem unrelated, but in absence of the baggage that you cleared recently, and with the implementation of these new habits, you become a new version of yourself at a much higher frequency, where what you wanted back in the day is just there, is effortless. You're at a vibrational match for the synchronicity and the circumstances and the ideas that will make that very possible for you. But a lot of it, again, is dependent upon the purging, and then again, dependent upon you changing what can seem like small details of your life to help you become the greatest version of yourself. That is all connected with you redesigning your life. And this is just an awesome month to start that diet, to start back at the gym, to start that yoga or meditation routine or reading habit. Whatever it is you've been meaning to do it this month. Number 3, it's a great time to question your comfort zone. Many of us have have comfort zones that are completely self-destructive. Eating junk food and vegging out in front of the TV, something I've done in the past, that's comfortable. That feels safe. There's a sense of, again, safety and comfort there, but it keeps me miserable. It keeps me in a horrible, foggy state of awareness. It makes me bingy and sort of addicted with other little short-term pleasures in life. It makes me not as present of a father. It prevents me from doing what I want to do and being who I want to be. And because we're waking up so much, what can really help you push out of your comfort zone is just to question it. A lot of times we just go through life. In fact, I think, like scientists say, many of us anyway, like 80-something%, 85% of what we do in life is just literally unconscious habits. We run on autopilot, but you're not running on autopilot anymore. You're waking up to these programs that just have been playing out in your life. One of them is stopping doing what you want to do because it doesn't feel right initially. A lot of times what we want, what our soul is saying, dude, go for this. I know it scares you, but you're going to be so happy. And you know it's true. What can stop us is we have to step out of our little comfort zone. It's never going to be easy, but what can make it a lot more of a no-brainer is when you start looking at that comfort zone. Really look at that. Like, okay, Victor, you're sitting there, you're munching out on whatever it is. You're feeling horrible. You feel guilty because your kids want to play and you're just in your little zone. Why? Why would you continue this? You say, oh, wow. I don't know. I don't have a reason. I feel like I want to, but I don't know why I'm doing it. And that can lead to just, you know what? I'm going to try something different because this no longer makes any sense. I can see the writing on the wall and I'm done. Another thing that can get in the way or block you or trip you up on the road to your new life, guilt. Similar to the comfort zone, guilt oftentimes has no logical place in our life, and yet we just become seduced by the feelings of it and we remain kind of stuck. Question the guilt. It's a great time to question everything holding you back. Question the guilt. I just spoke to a client a few days ago, and she went out, I forgot what it was now, a concert. She went out with her friends or something. And she's this woman who's a very dedicated mom, very busy, and she's just a really efficient and well put together human being who does her best. She's just a great person, a great mom, and she wanted to go out with her friends and have a few drinks and kind of hang out. But her parents were watching these kids, and she's like found herself feeling really guilty, like, oh no, I shouldn't be doing this. And that guilt left in the unconsciousness can lead to, I'm not gonna do that. When in reality, she deserves to do it. It's gonna be good for her. But she questioned the guilt. She said, you know what? I'm gonna stay out with my friends even though there's this pattern of guilt that wells up when triggered by this circumstance, because I now know it makes no sense. I'm doing a good job. I don't need to feel bad about what I'm doing. So she questioned her guilt and then took action based on her logic rather than her pattern emotional conditioning. And therefore, it was a very awesome time for her. And the more you do that, the more you break those destructive emotional patterns and the stuckness that guilt can bring into your life. You could free yourself just by questioning everything. Number 5, the whole theme of this month is to wake up to the fact that nothing is stopping you. Nothing is stopping you. What came to mind when I wrote that down is a tarot card. I used to draw a lot of tarot cards for myself as getting guidance. And I had my favorite deck was this Osho Zen Tarot deck. And there was one card, I can't recall what it symbolized, but the imagery on the card was a cage, like a bird cage. And the door was open. And then the bird just kind of staring out as if it's trapped. The door is swung open and it could fly out and be free anytime it wishes, but it just stopped trying. That learned helplessness. Many of us are like that. Many of us are waiting unnecessarily to start taking control of our life. We are the bird in that cage, but the cage door is open. And as long as you can keep questioning what's stopping you from going out there, the more you can see that there's nothing stopping you, and it's just about flying away. Being who you want to be now. It is our beliefs, our conditioning, our emotional patterns, all of which are not us, stopping us. Nothing more than that. And your growing awareness will allow you to see that and choose to stay in that cage or to fly away. It's your choice. Anyways, my friends, thank you for watching that video. I appreciate everything you do. I appreciate your comments, your love, your support, your efforts. I know stepping out of that cage is not easy. It's not easy for me. It's not easy for most people, but we're doing it in our own way. And it's a beautiful example that we're rippling out into the cosmos by doing so. So thank you for your participation, my friend. We'll see you soon. Have an amazing day. Peace.